It might be April Fool's Day, but there's one thing that you won't be a fool, and that's on the local real estate market here in the Orlando area. Hey, everybody, Tim Weigel here, and I'm ready to give you the lowdown on what the market's doing before we officially jump into the second quarter of sales. So today's update, like always, is going to be covering up to March 1st through March 30th. So it won't cover the last day of the year, but it's going to give you pretty close data of how March has performed. And the numbers are definitely good, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. And I hope you're not getting fooled today, but after you read this data, you definitely won't. So starting off in Casselberry, we've reduced the amount of actives by 6 down to 111. Pending sales is up 6 to 46. And then we have totally 24 homes sold at about a median sales price of $371 for the month of March so far. And it's been about 50 days on market is what we're showing. Now compare that to last year, where I have more home sales at 32. Median sales price though is lower at 349.5. And then 18 days on the market. Now let's jump on over to Oviedo. And for Oviedo, actives were at 161 with 88 pending, and so far 73 sold, which is higher than last year. As far as median sales price, we are higher by about $30,000. And the days on market is about 27 days compared to 29. Jumping into Winter Springs, 135 active, 60 pending, 53 closed, which is higher than last year's 48. Median sales price, 435, which is on target for last year, so it's staying the same. And then days on market, we're at 26 days compared to 24 last year. But we're definitely picking up things in Winter Springs. Now let's take a look at Longwood. 197 actives with 69 pending, 60 sold, which is the exact same as last year currently. And then median sales price less than last year at 427, but still pretty healthy margins. Days on market is 29 compared to 22 days. Now we got Winter Park. Winter Park, 338 actives with 120 pending, 77 days or 77 solds, which is less than 91 that we had last year. Median sales price, 512.5, which is about 15 to 17,000 more than last year. And then days on market is about the same as we have 21 this year, 19 days last year. Now let's take on Orlando. Actives were over 3,600 with pending sales of 1,268. Sold so far is 767, which is definitely a decent amount less than 978. And then the median sales price is 394.9, which is slightly higher, with days on market being 43, which is almost double what it was last year. Now, what does that mean as we finish out Q2? As you can tell, we're starting to see more homes getting sold. Part of the reason for that is we have higher inventory. We got a lot of buyers out there. They're on the fence. Political reasons, they might be holding out because they're trying to see what's going on with the economy, seeing what's happening with gas prices, seeing what's happened with tariffs. But the amount of people that want to buy, live the American dream, and have home ownership, it's healthier than ever. They're out there. You just have to understand it's going to take a little bit of time when you list. As far as the sellers, we've no loss of sellers. Every agent I've talked to, including me, we're getting calls of people that we've never heard of before, reaching out to us about wanting to list a home and come take a look at it and tell us what you think we can get in this market. So we're getting a lot of people wanting to do that, which tells me that we have a lot of pent up demand potentially unleashing, and we definitely got the homes available to sell. So as we go into the summer, Q2 and definitely Q3, I think we're gonna start seeing a lot of closings. And we're gonna consistently, month over month, have more sales versus what we saw last year. And I think it's gonna really pick up. We've been seeing the interest rates slowly come down, even without the Fed making a move. We are seeing buyers, they're negotiating a little more on homes, trying to bring down the price. And that's fine, nothing wrong with that. But it's just something that we're seeing out there and it's something to be aware of. So, but if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me. Love to hear from you. And more importantly, next week's market update is gonna be amazing because we're gonna go ahead and review Q1 of how we've done this year compared to Q1 of last year. So it's gonna be a big view of everything. And I hope you all will stay around for that. I'll talk to you all later. And I hope you finish out the year good and hope you don't get fooled today.